to Rufus and Doofus. Chico here, and where am I off to today? Well, I talked to a couple of fellas that were staying at the Hilltop RV who actually came there and wanted to meet me because they saw my channel, which was really great. A couple of really nice guys, Albie and his friend, and we were talking about seafood, and they went to a place where they bought some seafood, and they bought crabs and they bought shrimp, and I happen to be a shrimp lover. I mean, I just love those big, beautiful shrimp. That's kind of an oxymoron, is it? How can you have a big shrimp? Oh well, in any case, let's call them colossal. I think that's what they call them, so we'll call them colossal shrimp. And what I did is oh shit, I missed the gear. I felt bad. I didn't know if I wanted to say anything or just make like it didn't happen, but I can't very well do that. So in any case, here we are. I got the directions. Actually, I Googled it, so I have the directions, or they're up in the sky somewhere. And we're going to head there. It's 38 minutes or 27 miles, whichever comes first. So I am going to buy myself some nice colossal shrimp and take a peek at whatever else they have there. And hopefully they'll let us video this whole thing when we get there. And what I plan on doing, I know they offer them with the heads on or the heads off. Now there's certain advantages to getting with the heads on, and you know, well, the price is going to be less because you're paying for the head, which most people do not eat, including me. But here's the nice thing. Sometimes in the restaurant business, it's awesome for presentation when you grill them and they have the head on. That's not why I'm going to get them with the head on. What's really good is you take the heads off of the shrimp, okay, and you boil the heads and you make a stock from the shrimp, and then you use that stock to make homemade a fish veloute if you wanted to, or you can use that stock to make some really awesome chowders. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to boil down those heads and get myself a nice broth, fish broth, to make some chowder. And I'm thinking we might make either a fish chowder or a shrimp chowder. Either way, it's going to be delicious. So that's what I'm up to. I'm off to Bill's Seafood, wholesaler I think it is, and they're right on the beach, so the fish is coming in off the boat. I think they go out twice a day. It's 12 o'clock. Hopefully they're not sold out. I called and they said that they wouldn't be, but you never know. You know, somebody come in there and buy 500 pounds of shrimp and that's it. Then I'm done. That means I'll be eating hot dogs and hamburgers tonight. So hopefully that won't happen. So I don't want to bore you with the ride, but if something happens, excuse me, I will for sure stop and video it. So don't go away. Next time I see you, should be surrounded by shrimp. All right? Let's go. Well, guys, here I am at Billy's Seafood, open air seafood market. So let me show you around. Yeah, those must be shrimping boats over there. One looks a little nasty. All right, I gotta tell you, it's way out in the middle of nowhere. But we're gonna go in there. Hopefully they'll let us video some footage in there. Yep, smells fishy, I'll tell you. What can I tell you? Smells like fish. On Bon Secours River. All right, let's go in here and see what we got. All right, guys, here it is, the shrimp market. I just asked if I could video, and they said yes. So this is what a fish place looks like. I guess the boats come in and they must sort them and weigh them. Hi. Yeah, look at that, huh? And there's a big boat over there. Cool. There's a sign up there. This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I believe that's what it says. Nice saying. Wow, this is cool. All right, never been to a place like this. Let's check it out. All right, here we are. And wow, look at all the hi.
You just filming?
Yeah, is that? I'm gonna buy something too. But I asked. He said I could film, and I've never been to a place like this. Wow, look at this. We ship seafood. Small shrimp are $4.99. Look at all these. Medium, large, jumbo, extra jumbo.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Extra jumbo. Soft shell. They must. Oh wow! Look at those red ones. Royal Reds. Huh. Small, medium, boat run, head on. Wow! I don't get this. I never seen nothing like this. Grouper, snapper, mahi. Wow! Oh baby, I'm gonna go home with some shrimp.
Yeah, well, I don't want to break the cameras.
All right, well you won't. All right, so I see you ship seafood. Now it's just the regular price of the shrimp, any one of them, right, or the fish. And you flash freeze them and then gel pack them, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dry ice. It's real heavy for one, so it makes the shipping more expensive.
Okay. All right.
But gel, it also freeze purchase seafood, so we don't use it.
So if I lived in New York and I wanted to buy 10 pounds of shrimp, what would it cost to ship approximately?
You have to give me a zip code, I can tell you.
12203. Just for giggles.
And New York's expensive. You're not in the flat right here.
Well, that's why I picked it, because I knew it would be.
For 5 pounds, it'd be $74. This is 2 days.
Okay.
74, and then it'd be 89 for 20 pounds. So
Okay,
more
so
reasonable to get you and your neighbors go to week.
okay, so New York is one of the real expensive ones. All right, now I notice you have different colors and different sizes. How many different types of shrimp do you have here? Not size-wise, but species-wise.
Right now I have 3 different species.
And what would they be?
I've got white shrimp, brownies.
These are the white?
This is a brownie. This is a brownie. They come off
Okay.
different bottoms.
Okay.
That's white shrimp.
All right. And
These are white shrimps and brownies mixed in.
this is the one we normally be used to up, let's say, up north when we got a shrimp or something like that?
Oh, you mean out of the grocery store?
Yeah, something
No,
like.
you most likely got an import up there.
Oh, okay, so we wouldn't
No,
be
these are
getting
all
it.
out of Mobile Bay.
Okay, these are all out of Mobile Bay. That makes sense. You fish them free. All right, and what are your favorites?
Reds, these are about 200 miles out in the Gulf.
200 miles out in the Gulf?
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes a big boat to get them, deep water shrimp.
And you said these are very, very good. They're like lobster
It's
tasting?
more of a crab meat lobster taste.
Crab meat
Sweet.
lobster. You boil them, take the head off, and dip the body in butter, and bingo, right?
Right.
Okay. And I noticed these look like those, but those
They're
have...
white shrimp, but they were growing when they were caught. They were molt.
Okay.
They turn soft, so they're either soft or broken.
Okay.
So, and that's why they're different. They're better priced.
All
If
right.
you're gonna boil them, you wouldn't want these. If you're gonna fry them, they're good.
Oh,
Or
so
anything where you peel them first.
Anything
That's
where
a
you
real
peel
big
them, that's for these. All right. And for if you wanted to boil them and peel them later, which ones would you use?
Usually either your large or jumbos, depending on if you're worried about them looking at you,
Okay.
or your head on.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and can I get like 2 pounds of these? And we're gonna buy some other stuff here. You've been very helpful. Thank you. I'm glad I found you. A couple of friends of mine told me about you. Wow, they sure look good.
There's 2.
Okay. And I'd also love to try these, so I want to get a pound of those. I'm gonna have to stop and get some butter and goodies.
Now with these, you want seasoning on these.
Seasoning like Old Bay.
Right.
Yep.
Well, if you're gonna steam them.
Yeah.
If you're gonna boil them, I get a shrimp bowl.
Oh, shrimp oil
Yeah,
instead.
grab a
Okay.
shrimp bowl, same thing.
Alrighty. Yeah.
These, plain water.
Plain water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seasoning takes away from the sweetness.
All right. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna be here for another 20 days, so I can afford to come back.
Yeah.
Find out what my favorite is. And then
How you doing today?
How are you?
Good.
I am going to try 2 pounds of those.
2 pounds of these? All
Yep.
right.
Yep, they look good.
Keep in mind on these, they're probably gonna be saltier
That's okay.
for some reason. I don't know if it's in the process with them growing or something, but they seem
Okay.
to be saltier as far as whenever you season them.
I haven't
Go
had a,
light on salt to start with.
I've never had a bad shrimp.
What else for you?
I think that might be it. Yep, I think that's it. I'm gonna have a nice feast. That was it, huh? We got the explanation and everything else. I love it. All right, we'll catch you in a little bit. Bye-bye. All right, that worked out really well. The guy even put them on ice for me in my cooler that I brought. So they're gonna stay nice and fresh, no hurry getting home. Wow, what a great place. I really like it. See you later.